With health insurance premiums and costs rising every year, it's not surprising that people are always looking for ways to save on medical expenses. The Health Savings Account, HSA, can help with this. Nowadays, HSAs are common, but you might be wondering what a health savings account is. How does it work? Is it the best choice for my family? In this video, we will cover all you need to know about HSAs. What is a health savings account, HSA? A health savings account is a tax-advantaged account opened for or by individuals covered under high-deductible health plans, HDHPs, to save for eligible medical expenditures. The payments are invested over time and can cover certain medical costs, including prescription drugs and treatment for one's health, dental, and eyesight. The individual or their employer may make a maximum annual contribution to the account. How an HSA works. As previously indicated, people with high-deductible health plans, HDHP, are eligible to open HSAs. The taxpayer must fulfill the Internal Revenue Service requirements to qualify for an HSA. An individual is eligible if they has a qualified HDHP, lacks additional health insurance, is not a Medicare beneficiary, is not claimed on another person's tax return as a dependent. The maximum contribution for an HSA in 2023 is $3,850 for an individual and $7,750 for a family. The sum of the employer and employee contributions is subject to the yearly contribution limits. By the end of the tax year, people 55 or older can make catch-up contributions to their HSAs for an additional $1,000. An HSA can also be opened at several financial institutions. A family member or any other individual can contribute to an eligible person's HSA. Those who are self-employed or without a job may also contribute to an HSA if they are eligible. Nonetheless, they can receive tax-free distributions for certain medical costs, which are covered in more detail below. HSA eligible expenses. HSA funds can be used to pay for qualified medical expenses not covered by your plan, such as deductibles, copays, coinsurance, over-the-counter medications, feminine hygiene products, and more. Typically, HSA funds cannot be used to pay for insurance premiums. However, if you're receiving unemployment benefits, you can utilize HSA funds to pay for COBRA-purchased health insurance or to cover your health insurance premiums. Also, you can use HSA money to pay your Medicare Part B and Part D premiums if you have Medicare. Also, if you are 65 or older, you may utilize HSA funds to pay the premiums for any employer-sponsored health insurance plans. Any withdrawals from an HSA that are used for anything other than eligible medical expenses are subject to income tax and an additional 20% tax penalty. However, after age 65, the 20% tax penalty is removed, and non-qualified withdrawals are subject to income tax. A quick reminder, if you've enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing, as we frequently upload informative and educational videos. Let's continue. Advantages and disadvantages of an HSA. HSAs have advantages and drawbacks. The impact of HSAs is primarily dependent on your financial and personal circumstances. Advantages. Employer and individual contributions by payroll deduction to an HSA are excluded from the employee's taxable income. Direct contributions made by a person to an HSA are entirely tax-deductible from the employee's income. The account's earnings are likewise tax-free. Nevertheless, excess contributions to an HSA are not tax-deductible and are subject to a 6% tax. If funds are used for eligible medical costs as defined by the IRS, distributions from an HSA are tax-free. Distributions for medical expenditures covered by the HDHP plan are included in determining if the HDHP's deductible has been met. Also, you can invest funds from your HSA in stocks and other types of securities, which may result in longer-term gains. Disadvantages. A key drawback with an HDHP is that you have to be a good candidate for it. Also, you need a plan with a high deductible and lower insurance premiums, or enough money to pay for high deductibles and benefit from the tax advantages. Those who pay for their HSAs, either directly or through payroll deductions, should be able to afford to set away enough money to cover the deductibles for their HDHPs. The high deductible amount may be problematic for people who don't have enough extra cash to invest in an HSA. HSAs also include record-keeping obligations that may be challenging to manage, procedures that must be followed for withdrawals, and filing requirements for donations. HSA contribution rules. Contributions to an HSA do not have to be used or withdrawn during the tax year. Your contributions are instead vested, and any unused contributions may be carried over to the following year. HSAs are transferable, allowing employees to keep their funds even if they change jobs. Upon the account holder's passing, the surviving spouse may also transfer an HSA plan tax-free. Nevertheless, suppose the chosen beneficiary is not the account holder's spouse. In that case, the account is no longer considered an HSA, and the beneficiary is taxed on the account's fair market value, adjusted for any eligible medical costs the deceased paid from the account within a year of the date of death. Flexible spending account versus HSA. The HSA and flexible spending account FSA are frequently contrasted. Although both accounts may be used for medical costs, there are several significant distinctions between them. FSAs are employer-sponsored plans. FSA enrollment is restricted to those who are employed. Unused FSA funds cannot be carried over from one tax year to the next and are lost after the tax year. In contrast to HSA contributions, the amount you choose to contribute to an FSA is set. The maximum FSA contribution for the 2023 tax year is $3,050. Overall, HSAs are among the best tax-advantaged investment and savings vehicles permitted by U.S. tax law. They are frequently referred to as triple tax-advantaged because contributions are not taxable. The funds can be invested and grown tax-free. Withdrawals are tax-free as long as they are used for qualifying medical costs. Medical costs often rise as a person ages, especially as they reach retirement age. If you qualify, creating an HSA early and letting it grow over time can help you significantly secure your financial future. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like and share the video with anyone else you think could benefit from this content. Don't forget to hit that red subscribe button so you don't miss any of our upcoming exciting topics.